All right, so other boxing news you have in the actual, front page type news. You have Senator John McCain, former Republican presidential candidate and loser.
Still Republican.
So still Republican. So he's obviously, if you don't know, a big boxing fan, and he's called and written a letter and made a statement, and saying, hey, President Obama, let's pardon Jack Johnson. The old heavyweight here. We've got a little. Let's take a little close up of this. This is
this guy.
This is Jack Johnson and a very young Sugar Ray Robinson. Take a picture of that, and they're just hanging out there. That says, what does that say? Yep, Jack Johnson, Ray Robinson. I mean, I think Ray Robinson was about, couldn't have been more than about 20.
Just hang that up later there, guy.
20 years old or something like that, 22 in his early. So anyway, if anybody saw the Ken Burns,
that guy's great. He
the
great documentaries. Which one? I mean,
he's got the Yosemite
baseball,
one,
the national parks.
So he had the Jack Johnson
Civil War.
and seriously, and he's got this thing you got to see if you haven't seen it. It's about the Jack Johnson and how basically because he was a prominent black sports figure that lived
early 1900s
above the law, and and dated white women, and he was put in jail and his career was cut short. And I mean, he was one of the greatest. I mean, you talk about that picture. That's generational type greatness like that you see there. That's an awesome picture. But that guy was cut short, and he was forever, unless something happens here, will go down as being a convict or a felon or whatever that was at the time. So hopefully that gets pardoned. And if you haven't seen or heard about Jack Johnson, educate yourself. I mean,
go on the internet. It's easy to get the information.
Yeah.
You only got to wait for the show to come on at 2 in the morning. You can just go to the internet and boom. After you watch us, just go and plug into that.
Boom, Jack Johnson. I hear it. Yeah, I mean it's in there now. Google. So anyway, and if you see it because you saw it here, let us know what your feelings on that. Hopefully it happens. If it happens, it'll be you'll hear more about it.
Well, McCain's pushing pretty hard.
He's a big boxing man.
Republicans always want to do the right thing. That's for sure.
You always see you always see the right thing. Smart. You always see.
It's funny. I'm on the right and you're on the left.
Hey. So anyway, let us know what you think about Mr. Jack Johnson and that. Stay tuned.